Okay, today, we're going to be looking at rounding to the nearest 10 and 100. Now, there's lots of tricks that people talk about with rounding, things like look one digit to the right, 5 and above round up, below 5 round down, and all this sort of thing. And that's fine if we understand what's going on, but we really want to make sure we're practicing mathematics that helps us with our understanding as well, to build that understanding, not just tricks that help us to get questions right. So with rounding, the best thing to draw to help you with rounding is a number line. So I'm going to draw a number line because I want to round 684 to the nearest multiple of 10. So I need to find the multiples of 10 that go either side of 684, if I think about my number line. So I can here actually in the tens column 680. 680 is the lower multiple of 10. So then the next multiple of 10, I add 10, I get 690. So I can see that 684 is between 680 and 690. Now, with rounding, it's important I then find what's halfway between these two multiples. Well, it's going to be 685. I know halfway between 0 and 10 is 5. Halfway between 80 and 90 will be 85. And then I can put 684 onto the number line. Well, it's going to be around here, isn't it? 680, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I can really clearly see that anything that is below here is closer to 680, to the lower multiple, so it rounds down. So I'm going to say 684, and I'm going to use this strange approximate sign, is approximately 680 rounded to the nearest multiple of 10. You can see it's closer to 680 than 690, which is why it rounds down. So you're going to have a go now, rounding 327 to the nearest multiple of 10. So draw your number line. I'm going to start you off. Think the lower multiple will be 320. I can hear that in the number. There's my 20 in the tens column. So I'm rounding to the nearest multiple of 10. So what's the next multiple of 10? And what's going to go halfway? It's going to be 320 something. Then put this number on the number line and work out what multiple of 10 is it closer to, 320 or this multiple here. So pause the video, have a go, and come back when you're ready. Okay, here we go. So hopefully you filled in the next multiple of 10 would be 330, halfway is 325, 327 then is going to be about here, 326, 327. So we can see it's closer to 330. So it's the nearest 10, 327 rounds up to 330. What about hundreds then? It's a very similar sort of process that we're going to go through. So I'm going to draw a number line again. I'm thinking now about my hundreds column. So the multiple of 100 just underneath 694 is 600. I can hear that there. So the next multiple at 100 will be 700. Halfway in between then is 650. So like halfway between 0 and 100 is 50. So 694, well, 660, 70, 80, 90, 94 is going to be somewhere here. It's very close, isn't it, to 700. So I can then really clearly see, whoops, that is going to round up to 700. So 694 to the nearest multiple of 100 is approximately 700. You're going to have another go as well. Here's your number line. I'm going to round 327 again. Here, that 300. So that's going to be my lower multiple. What's my next multiple of 100? What's going to be halfway, 300 and something? Then put this on the number line and round it to the nearest multiple. So off you go. Pause the video now. Have a go. And now that you're back, again, let's just check whether you got it right. So the next multiple of 100 is 400. Halfway is 350. So 310, 20, it's going to be about here, 327. You can now really clearly see, because it's less than halfway, it's closer to 300 than to 400. So 327 to the nearest multiple of 100 is 300. Let's do one more example, a slightly trickier one here, because when I do my multiples of 100, I can see that 900 is that lower multiple. But then when I add another 100, I get to 1,000, not 1,000, I get to 1,000. So it just looks slightly different, this one. Halfway again will be 950. Now, 950 is exactly halfway. And remember, if it's exactly halfway, then we round up. to the higher multiple. So 950 to the nearest 100 is 1000. So now your turn, slightly different one as well. You've got to think really carefully here. If I tell you that this multiple here is going to be 0, what will the next multiple of 100 be? What's halfway? And then where does 49 go? So pause the video now, have a go. Okay, so hopefully you got that the next multiple of 100 is 100, and halfway between 0 and 100 is 50. So then we know 49 is just underneath 50, so it's going to round down to 0. So in fact, 49 to the nearest multiple of 100 is 0. Remember, 0 can be a multiple as well of any number. In fact, 0, 3 times 0 is 0, 24 times 0 is 0, 1000 times 0 is 0, is in every single times table. So you can stop this video now and have a go at today's independent task.